Yo, yo, what's up? It's me, Pika, aka Rasati, calling in from Singapore. It is Tuesday night, you guys. We are on the eve of Deepavali over here, so public holiday here in Singapore, celebrating the Festival of Lights for us Hindus. And it's been a busy day. I had 3 back-to-back interviews this morning, got some work done, a little bit of transcription work done, and then we had a Growth Tribe meeting, so I had some marketing, a marketing class basically that I was going to. So, got out of there, finished up, picked up my little girl, and came back home. Went to do some grocery shopping because obviously it's going to be a madhouse outside tomorrow. But guess what, you guys? I'm going to be here by my lonesome, celebrating quietly in my house. So, yeah. It'll be quiet. If it's nice outside, and if I get all my work done, we may just head to the beach instead of like going to see people. So, yeah, we might just be rebels tomorrow. Yeah. Anyway, I got in touch with a couple of guys from college. Actually, I haven't heard from them in many, many, many years now. I won't give away my age, but it was kind of cool to catch up with them. One of them I talked to on Instagram because he's a physical trainer right now, and the other one just out of the blue happened to respond for one of my posts on Facebook, and caught up with him as well. Now, it just so happens that what we talked about happens to be something that keeps popping up in my life. People keep coming to me with this. I keep finding myself stuck. Just certain things revolve around this stupid concept called a comfort zone. So for some reason, all right, we all get comfortable. Obviously, all of us are trying to get to another level, trying to move forward, trying to get to another space, trying to do better than we were yesterday. But not all of us actually putting in the effort. I talk about putting in work all the time. I talk about how ugly the hustle is. I talk about how much sleep I don't get. And how I'm always going. It's either, 9 to 5, or it's my side hustle, it's housework, it's cooking, it's whatever. Homeschooling the baby, making sure her hair is done, like all kinds of stuff. I got stuff going on, like, for days. So for me to actually find time to date, that's not going to happen. And for me to find time to go out and, like, have fun, that's not going to happen neither, because I have other things I need to take care of right now. But even then, even though I'm consistently moving, even though I'm trying to push forward, I will hit a plateau. That's not uncommon. It happens to all of us, okay? And when we hit that plateau, it's kind of like either you burnt out or you hit a snag where you can't move forward. You got to wait on somebody else. You need somebody's help. You need somebody's input, something. You hit a plateau. You can't move forward. And for some reason, in those instances, we tend to get comfortable. It's almost like a rest day. You work out, you work out, you work out. You love that sore feeling when you wake up in the morning. You feel good, you feel strong, you want to do more. Usually when I start doing workouts, like, it'll take me forever and a day to get up off the damn couch and actually start the workout. But once I get it done and I go take a shower and I can take care of some work, I actually have the drive? I actually have the drive to go do a 2-a-day. And I would love to do 2 days, like all day long. I would love to work out all day long if I could, but I'm not built that way, and that motivation doesn't stay all the time, right? So I'll do this, work out, and in between doing stuff, if I be cooking and stuff, I'll, do leg lifts or calf raises or something, just randomly because I feel like working out, because I've started that whole momentum going. But something will happen along the way, invariably, and I will take a break. Invariably, and it is called a rest day, and it is the devil. And because it feels so good not to do anything, that suddenly becomes my plateau. That suddenly becomes my that damn plateau, that comfort zone. So for some reason, some of us get more and more comfortable in the comfort zone, don't want to move forward. Now, the person I was talking to today was talking about, maybe it's my comfort zone, maybe it's a midlife crisis, I don't know what it is, I'm not happy where I am. Okay, good. You're not happy where you are. That's a good thing. That's where it starts. You're not happy where you are. And then it depends on what you want to do, what you're willing to do to get out of the comfort zone. Okay? And I told him the same thing I'm telling you right now. A ship is safe in port, but that's not what ships were built for. Okay? You're meant to rock the boat. You're meant to get up there and, hit a swell and open up the sail and navigate by the star, all of that stuff. I don't know all the terminology. I didn't watch Moana enough. I haven't memorized it yet. But honestly, you're not meant to sit in one place, you guys. You're supposed to keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. And I was talking to him, you know what? Comfort zone, fine. Midlife crisis, whatever. The only thing you can do is keep accumulating skills, accumulating knowledge. Keep growing yourself. Keep putting yourself out there, doing stuff that you don't normally do. I'm not talking about bad stuff, okay? Don't get me twisted. I'm talking about if you don't normally attempt to learn to, I don't know, change your spark plugs, go do that. It's not that hard, actually. If you know what you're doing, there's plenty of YouTube tutorials. You don't have to go take it down to the shop or whatever. Go fix it yourself. Go learn to fix it yourself. And if you don't, you fail. That's great. Fine. You fail. Try again. Or then take it to the shop. It's not a big deal. What happened? There was one time where I got so used to washing everything in the washing machine, right? It just so happened after the kitchen was redone, the freaking washing machine broke down. And it didn't just break down, it broke down and it still had water in the damn tank. So I had to take all the damn clothes out and like rinse them out and then rewash them by hand. Now, I'm not telling you that I'm perfect and I know how to do these things, but I'm telling you it's not rocket science. I can wash clothes by hand if I have to. It took me a full-on hour and my back was broken by the end of it, but God damn it, I got it done. I stepped out of my comfort zone. I posted today saying, and this is actually why he even contacted me, I posted today saying Photoshop is the first time for everything. Believe it or not, okay, I'm 110 years old and haven't touched Photoshop until today. All right? Because honestly speaking, everything I ever wanted to do as far as manipulating images and stuff, I've done through Paint. Yeah, I got skills. So I've never had to actually use Adobe Photoshop before. I know it exists. I know there are brilliant things that people are doing out there, like, you know, fixing their bodies and all kinds of shit. But anything I ever needed to do, y'all, I did through Paint. Okay? And I actually hate the new Paint. I hate it. Hate it. Paint 3D sucks. Please bring back the old Paint. Yeah. So, I mean, to be quite frank, the print screen button and Paint were my go-to for everything. And I mean, I did pretty damn good. I'm not struggling. I don't have like the kind of skills y'all have, but I can do some designs and stuff. Anyway, that's beside the point. But what I want you to know is it's really up to you, all right? What you want to do, what you want to get out of this life, that's really up to you. I mean, I could tell you my favorite story about the dog again if you want, but I've told you this before, I think. There was a dog that was sitting on a porch, right? Howling, 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 howling. It wasn't like that howling at the moon howling. It was like, I'm in pain, howling. And the owner was sitting on the porch in a rocking chair, just not that far from the dog. Just sitting there, chilling, smoking on a pipe, like not caring about nothing, just chilling. People keep walking by the house looking at the dog like, what the fuck? Why is that? Okay, whatever. Not my monkeys, not my circus. I keep on going. But one guy actually stopped and asked the owner, yo, man, you know, what's wrong? What's the deal with your dog? Why is he howling like that? And he was like, oh, he's in pain. He'll be all right. He was like, wait, I'm sorry. You said he's in pain? You just gonna leave him like that? That's not right. Why don't you help him out? He said, nah, that damn animal is sitting on a nail. And he's howling in pain because that nail is just digging into his side. But I tell you what, if it hurts him enough, he'll get up and walk away. But until it hurts him, he's not going to move. And the stranger was like, okay. But the moral of the story is, as much as you want to move forward, as much as you want to change your situation, as much as you want to change your stars, until it hurts you enough, you ain't going to get up and do nothing. This is why people give you ultimatums. This is why people, you know, there are signs sometimes. People be praying for signs and stuff like, help me God, help me understand what I need to do next. Help me see for sure what it is that I need to be focusing on next. Y'all know what you need to focus on, you just don't want to do it. You want an excuse from outside of yourself to say, you know what, I had no choice, I had to do this instead. Why don't you take your life into your own hands? I got people around me talking about, man, you know, I have this, but I like that. It don't seem right. I don't know what to do. Hurts my heart. I'm not trying to play nobody. Fucking pick a side then. Pick one side. Pick. Choose. And if you fail, you fail. Fine. But you know what? You can course correct afterwards. Just pick. Choose. Go with it. Comfort zones are not fun. They are a trap. It's like quicksand. You get stuck in them things. You're not meant to be stuck. You are not a tree. Move. And then people will be like, nah, I'm not like that person, and I'm not like this person, so I can't do it. They can do it, but I can't do it. Y'all real quick to put yourselves down, ain't you? You need to watch what you say to yourselves, man. I just wrote about this the other day. Talking about survival instinct. We get really caught up in how we feel about ourselves. And that's okay, except how we feel about ourselves is not pleasant. It's not nice, kind, or loving. Let me put it to you this way. If you were to walk up on a mother and daughter relationship, right? Mom and daughter outside, maybe at a bus stop or something. And if you heard the mother say the kinds of things you say to yourself in your head to that daughter, you would be up in arms. You would like raise an eyebrow. You might even walk over there if you were gully enough. Walk over there and be like, excuse me, I'm sorry. Why are you talking to that child that way? You would be upset, right? But why would you talk to yourself that way? Why would you repeat in your head over and over, damn, I ain't good enough. I'm not good enough to do that shit. I don't have talent like that. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not thin enough. I'm not beautiful enough. I don't have talent. I haven't studied enough. I don't have a degree. That's why. I don't have a degree. That's why. Nope. There are people out there that have dropped out in the 3rd grade and are doing things with their lives. What does a degree have to do with anything? Let me put it to you this way, okay? There's a quote that I really, really love. I don't even know who it's from. But it says, the same boiling water that softens the potato hardens the egg. It's about what you're made of, not the circumstances. So yeah, okay, nurture plays a little bit of it. But nature normally takes over. Who you are on the inside means everything. I grew up with 2 brothers. All right? And all of us are in different places in our lives. We had the same mother. We had the same father. We went through a lot of the same things. But we are all very different. Very different. And part of that was nurture and nature too. I'll tell you like this, all right? My mom and I, we are so alike, we didn't get along. So for the most part, I pulled my ass together and I did I did what I had to do. Because for me, the most important thing was to be accepted by my mom, to be loved by my mom. I wanted to please her so badly that I did everything the way I thought she wanted me to do it. Okay? My brother, I'm not sure exactly what drives my middle brother. All right? He is currently in the Army as a medic. He's getting ready to be shipped off somewhere. But he's excited about this. Okay? So I'm not going to say nothing about it. He's happy about this. He's excited. But the way his personal relationships are not like my personal relationships. My youngest brother, 10 years between the two of us. If you look at us, he looks like my uncle. He does not look like my baby brother. Mostly because he runs around with facial hair a lot. My youngest brother and I are very, very much alike. Okay? The way we do things, the way we treat people, we're very, very much alike. But the way we grew up, it's very different from each other. My brother, until this year, has never been away from my mom. I mean, he may go away for the summer or something to take care of my grandmother, to take care of my aunt, to take care of some work from my dad. But he has never been out the house away from my mom in a situation where he has to live on his own and do his own, pay his own bills. None of that until this year. Okay? But how he goes about doing all those things is very different from how I would go about doing all those things. I have essentially been on my own since I was 16. Yes, I lived in the same house as my mom and dad. I did go out and get jobs, though. I was working. I was earning money at 16. I'm very proud of that. I'm not saying that it was forced on me, nothing. None of that. It was not like that. I went out and got my own job because there were things that I wanted to be able to buy, and I did not want to bug my mom for it, so I made sure that I didn't have to take out of the family pocket. I made the money myself. I remember when we had a store in the mall, all right, and we couldn't afford to have help come in to help us, to hire people, to pay them to work for us, or whatever. So we did it. But in the same token, I was getting ready to go off to college and stuff, and I didn't want to ask my mom for any money. So what I did was I got 3 jobs, 3, count them, 3 jobs in the mall, okay? And they were all part-time, obviously. I worked for Sam Goody. Who remembers Sam Goody, where we got CDs and stuff? And I'll tell you how I got that job. I happened to walk into the store one day, and somebody asked for a certain CD, and the clerk was like, huh? So I walked them back and I found the CD for them, so they hired me on the spot. I worked for Claire's. Y'all remember Claire's? Claire's was a little, teeny bopper jewelry store or whatever. And I got to work around there. I worked for PacSun. Do you remember who PacSun, Pacific Sunwear? Yeah. So I worked hard, and then whatever time was left over, I worked at my mom's store because we worked 7 days a week from open to close. Okay, we were there at 9 o'clock to get ready for the store to open, and we were there until like 10 or 11 at night after the mall closed, and then we closed up for the night with inventory and closing the cashier and all that stuff. So we were there all day. Might as well have gotten a couple of jobs and, staggered the shifts and everything, and yeah, I made some money. The kind of person I am is not the same kind of person that my brother is. It's not the same kind of person my baby brother is. We had a lot of the same influences, and when we split up and, we went our separate ways or whatever, we had different influences. We had different experiences. But the way I attack life is not the way they attack life. My youngest brother and I are similar. My middle brother and I, we attack things very differently. I don't have a lot of friends. I don't need a lot of friends. I got used to being on my own a lot. It's probably a bad thing. I don't know. We'll figure that out later. But I am a lone wolf. When they went to go and look at leadership styles or whatever, they told me I was an eagle. I'm the kind of person who likes to soar above everybody else, looking down and, to watch and see how everything was going. And when I see something that needs to be done, I will swoop down, get that shit done, and come back up above the clouds again. That's the way Thomas Riddick described me, my old boss. Who we are on the inside drives everything. And if you want to get out your comfort zone, a lot of how you get out of that comfort zone, if you get out of the comfort zone, when you get out of that comfort zone, depends on who you are on the inside. Does that make sense? How much are you willing to take? How much shit are you willing to put up with before you decide, you know what, enough is enough, I'm going to get up off this nail and stop howling. I'm going to stop complaining about my life, I'm going to get up and go do something about it. How much is it going to take? At what point? What is your breaking point? What is your threshold? I have a high tolerance for pain. I have a low tolerance for bullshit because I know if that shit drags on, the only person that's going to get hurt is me. The other person don't care. And I learned long, long ago that everybody's in it for themselves. They're going to walk with you as long as they can because, it may be good company. You may be able to help them out a couple times. You may be able to spot them a couple dollars or whatever. But when shit gets rough and people turn tail and fled, you know exactly who's standing by your side. Exactly who you can count on. That's happened one too many times for me, so I know already. So I've cut a lot of people off. Real quick to cut people off. Cut them off like fingernails. Comfort zones. Nothing grows in a comfort zone. You don't get nowhere. Yeah, sure, you know where everything is. Yeah, there's a saying for that too. A known devil is better than an unknown devil. Well, guess what? Unless you go out and try something, your life will not change. So if you like exactly where you are to be exactly where you are in 10 years, fine, don't change nothing. Sit on the couch and change the channels and keep being distracted. I was told I lived a boring life. I go to work and come back, cook, clean, go to sleep, get up, do it again. They had the nerve to ask me, who asked you to live this kind of life? Nobody asked me to live this kind of life, man. I'm a role model for a 6-year-old. Would it look like me running around like partying and stuff? Yeah, I did that for a while too. I'm not saying I didn't. I did. I had a maid, I had my mom, I had my brothers, I had people around. So yeah, I had the freedom to go do that if I wanted to. And I used to use that as an excuse to manage my feelings. That's not the way you manage your feelings. I cannot drown my feelings out with alcohol. I have to wake up at some point. The hangover plus my emotions, not a good combination. I choose my life. I've been sober for 2 years. And no, that doesn't make me boring. I'm quite crazy. You can ask my brother's girlfriend. We tear it up without alcohol. It's pretty funny. I like to enjoy life. If you ask my daughter if we have fun at home, she'll say, hell yeah, we have fun at home. We'd be dancing around the house, singing at the top of our lungs, watching movies, cracking up, just wilding out at home. And you know what? I'm happy with that. That is enough for me. I don't need nobody's drama. I don't need nobody, mistaking what I'm doing for something stupid and saying stuff. I protect mine because it's worth protecting. I am my brand. I protect mine. Yes, There is a portion of my life that is comfortable because I know where things are, I know what to expect, and I need a part of that to be comfortable. I need to know that I can come home and there is a safe space for me. That part needs to be comfortable. I don't need no pop-ups. As far as work though, as far as learning, as far as my hustle, I'm going to take risks. I'm going to push forward. I'm going to hit plateaus just like everybody else. And as soon as I realize that it's a plateau and that I should be moving forward, I will get up and keep moving forward. So what's your excuse? What is it exactly that you're comfortable with that you shouldn't be? What is it that's stirring your soul that's telling you, you know what, this ain't right. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but this ain't right. I don't like it. I don't like it. And once you identify that feeling, once you feel those stirrings in you, what are you going to do about it? You're going to sit there and let it be and just keep complaining? Or are you going to start removing things from your life that no longer serve you? You are allowed to outgrow things in your life. You are allowed to move forward. You are allowed to step up. Just like if you start hitting the gym, right, and your biceps get bigger, your chest gets bigger, your back gets stronger, and suddenly those little shirts are a little too snug, you go out and buy new ones, right? It's the same thing. You are allowed to outgrow the friends and family you have around you. Not everyone is meant to be on this journey with you. And besides, you don't want everybody on the journey with you. You don't want everybody out there with a hand out talking about, yeah, man, I knew he was going to make it. And those are the same people that were like, yeah, you can't do that. Are you crazy? Stop dreaming. What you want is those people who are willing to get out and push the car when your car broke down to be the ones that ride in a limo with you when you make it. You hear me? Some people are not meant to go all the way with you. Some people are going to do everything they can to keep you where you are because that is how they stay comfortable. You don't have to accept that. That's your choice. You have a choice. You don't have to accept it. There are people out there that be real happy to like put you back in your place by telling you off on Facebook. Play the guilt card and make everybody you know feel bad because they know y'all going through some shit because they feel like posting on Facebook. That's the coward's way out, man. Don't you dare try and put me in a corner. Don't you dare try and keep me down because you feel comfortable. If you were any kind of good for me, the first thing you would do is to push me forward, to help me get to that next place. Help build me up. Understand what it is that I am so that when I forget, you tell me, you remind me. Those are the kind of people you need around you. Nothing grows in a comfort zone. Wake up. Go live your life. Don't exist. It's not enough just to exist. Get up. Go live your life. Leave something behind. Do something that's worth talking about. And I know I don't mean skydiving. Go build something. Go create something. Do something where people can look back and be like, yo, man, I remember her. She was that girl who... Now, honestly, when I talked to my boy on Instagram today, he was like, man, you always been real cool. I remember you when you were cooking at the Eagle's Nest. That's how he remembers me. I fed people. That was my claim to fame back in college. I was talking to my former lacrosse coach, and she remembers me. I mean, not everybody remembers you, obviously. They were friends with you on Facebook for 27 years, and then suddenly they don't remember who you are even. But these people remember me. And so far, so good. It's been good memories. I mean, I've made some enemies around the way, but I don't think they're friends with me on Facebook. I don't think. I'm pretty sure some people have blocked me. I'm pretty sure my ex-husband blocked me already. He blocked me the day I left, I think. Nothing grows in a comfort zone. I'm sorry if I raise my voice. They say don't raise your voice, improve your argument. I know my argument's strong. You know my argument's strong. What you gonna do about it? All right, you guys. I gotta call it a night because I still got some studying to do. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. All right. I'm gonna let y'all go. I'll catch up with y'all again tomorrow. Okay? Happy Deepavali, everyone. Bye.